Hello, and welcome to the Levixian Gaming Guide to the Sub-Rogues, Gearing and Optimization. Now, a couple people have been asking me, what do you use for your main hand, what do you use for offhand, what is best in slot stats for the Sub-Rogue. I did cover that a little bit in my Sub-Rogue 6.2.4 guide, which I will put a link to in the description below, but just to make double sure here, this is going to be a video explaining what pieces in Hellfire Citadel you should be getting and what you should be aiming for cap-wise. Now, if we come over to my character here, we can tell that I have 49.8% multi-strike, 46% mastery, 27% crit, 17% haste. There is a multi-strike cap of 50% for a sub-rogue. After you hit 50% multi-strike, you're going to want crit, mastery. Now, I may have said mastery crit in my 6.2 or 6.4 sub-rogue guide, but they can be changed. So basically what that means is you can go multi-strike is greater than mastery, which is greater than or equal to crit. Basically what that means is you can have crit or mastery, whichever one you choose. The difference between that is mastery for the sub-rogue is executioner. Increases the damage done by your finishing moves and the effectiveness of your slice and dice by percentage of mastery. 22 plus 22% baseline, and then 24% in this case, for a total of 46%. Now, after you hit that 50% multi-strike cap, you can throw it into any other stat, but preferize crit mastery and do not try and get any haste. Haste is an added bonus for a sub-rogue. It's useful, but it's not the number one issue you should be going after. Now, if we come over to our panel here, which is actually around my backpack, go to Raid, go to Hellfire Citadel, come over here to Mythic, hit Loot. You're going to be wanting the Fang of the Pit daggers. That is your BIS dagger for your main hand, and offhand as well. Actually, if you can manage this for the main hand and you come over here to Gear Filter Combat and you get this for your offhand, that is going to be very well. So on Zul Harak, if you try and roll combat for the mace, which I have right now, basically the difference between the two of those, if you do double dagger, you get more soul cap procs. If you do dagger and mace, you're going to be fishing for the soul cap procs, but your burst is going to be higher, and your sustain is going to be higher, but your burst is going to be a little lower. So depending on what fight you have, I have the dagger in my bag for when we need to do higher burst fights, and I have the mace in my offhand for when we need to do higher sustain on a boss. Back over here to sub-rogue, so you're going to be wanting Fang of the Pit for any difficulty. I'm just showing off Mythic because that's what the green ones look like, and the little rotating character is Mogget. You're going to be wanting the Tier Helm, which is agility, strength, or agility, stam, mastery, multi-strike, as we can tell here. You're going to be wanting the Archimon necklace, which is crit multi-strike, but if you cannot get the Archimon necklace, get the haste mastery or the Hellfire Assault crit multi-strike necklace. This is going to be 730. This one up here is going to be 740, which is why I went for the 741, because A, it was Warforged, and B, it had haste on it. That's the only reason I went for it, because I personally like haste, but from what I've been told, you don't have to go for that stat. For your shoulder pads, you're going to be wanting the Tier shoulders. I have actually got those in my bags, and if I can get the chest off of Manaroth, I have been thinking about switching that over, but the chest off Manaroth has more multi-strike, so that is why I'm leaning toward keeping this. But you are going to be wanting the crit haste shoulder pads. For your cloak, now there's been a couple of different items here that you could choose from. However, go for the crit multi-strike cloak off of, if we can find it here, Shadow Lord Iskar. Why crit multi-strike? Crit multi-strike is going to be your top 2 stats, and multi-strike is something you're going to go after. If you cannot get the crit multi-strike, go for the mastery multi-strike, because the mastery multi-strike is off of, granted it is off of High Council, but it has more multi-strike than the Shadow Lord Iskar. For your chest piece, you're going to be wanting to go after the Tunic of the Soulbinder because of the amount of multi-strike on it. The amount of multi-strike on it is insane. It's 397 multi-strike. You're going to be getting a ton off of that. Like if I were to unequip this real quick, you go 43% multi-strike, equip it real quick, 49%. So I just gained 6% multi-strike off of one piece. I mean, granted, rogues have the buff of this, which gives you 5%, but that's 6% multi-strike with one piece of gear. If you cannot get this, my recommendation would be going after the tier chest of Manaroth, because that has the most multi-strike for chest pieces other than this. But if you can get to Manaroth, you can get to Sakrathar, so get this, but if you can't get it, go for that. For your wrists, you're going to be running the Blood Cult Bracers, which are off of Kilrog Deadeye, because of the amount of multi-strike. As we can tell in occurrence there, multi-strike, if you don't have a piece of multi-strike on your gear, just pitch it, unless it's tier. So, this has 217% or 217 multi-strike. Upgraded in this particular difficulty, it's going to have 238. So, that's an increase of almost 20. That's an increase of actually 21 multi-strike, which is pretty significant because I'm sitting here with almost 3,000 multi-strike. We've already covered your weapons, so if we come over here to the top, you're going to be running the haste multi-strike gloves off of Sakrathar because of the amount of multi-strike they give. If you cannot get those, well, don't even try to go for the other hands because you're wanting the hands off of Sakrathar. For your waist plate, you're going to be wanting either the Mastery Multi-Strike ones that I have right here, which I'm trying to get upgraded to Mythic, or basically the greater version of that, which is this, Mastery Multi-Strike. So basically, Mastery Multi-Strike is what you're wanting for your waist plate. And for any difficulty here, that is the waist wrap of Banishment. For your legs, there is a guide out there that says to use these. However, you're going to be wanting to use your tier legs because you are not using the tier chest. For your feet, you are going to be using the Haste Multi-Strike Jungle Assassin's foot pads, which actually do not come off of the loot table. This is a BOE found in Hellfire Citadel. But if you cannot put forth the money to get this BOE, my recommendation would be to get these right here. Spiked Iron Toe Slippers from Iron Reaver, or the Crit Haste ones off of Tyrant. For your rings, there are 3 to choose from. I currently have the one you are wanting, which is the Crit multi-strike ring enchanted with multi-strike. If you cannot get that one, well, the Mastery multi-strike is the best one next off of Chrome Rock, but you are going to be wanting the Portal Key Signet off of Exul. For your trinkets, there are 5 to choose from. Your 2 best in slot trinkets are Soul Capacitor and Class Trinket. Class Trinket for the Sub-Rogue increases Ambush and Garrote and makes the damage deal a ton more. Like, as we can tell here, that's 132% in Mythic difficulty. Heroic difficulty fully upgraded is 126%. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you like this little short video on how to gear up your Sub-Rogue.